freak. All right, one sec. So one sec. I gotta get the other little piece. Yo, 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 yo. All right. Sorry, guys. Had a little hiccups there.
Excuse me.
A little laggy. You're definitely a little laggy.
Let's see how it looks.
All right, all right.
Where's it?
Right there. Yo,
Oh, I love that one. You gotta see that next.
yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear me, man. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Really? Of course you can hear me.
Top line. Oh, look, right here. Top line sports. Oh,
Oh, damn, this shit on my shit. Do you still see? Oh, nah. Nah, I ain't said nothing, man. What's going on, Bruce? How's everything, man? How's everybody? All right, man. So we just gonna come on here, sit on here for a little bit, chop it up about the trade deadline, man. Oh, the film is good, man. Gabby right here with her. She VRing and the little man downstairs. The missus over here, and the baby's still in there in the belly. So we here. We all here. The baby did not say no go Raptors. But anyway, man, a lot of stuff to talk about this trade deadline, man. First of all, I know Raptor Nation is heavy on here, so let's talk about it. How you guys feeling after the trade deadline, man? Do you feel like the Raptor? Someone said, man, the NBA made the Super Bowl look like an afterthought. Y'all still mad about that? Not mad about that, more mad at that if you want to go there. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Eric, what's popping? What's popping? So, yeah, leave that up. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, baby, number 5 on the way. No, I was just playing. But nah, man. So the trade deadline has been really interesting, man, because a lot of teammates made some moves. The Toronto Raptors got Jakob Porter, which I think is a hell of a trade. I like that one, and I felt like when they made that trade, they kind of put them in a position where we're not going to make a move unless it's going to make us better now. Right, like, so I don't think you make that move if you're trying to build for the future. You need. Oh man, I'm in the living room right now, brother. I'm chilling. All that's downstairs, bro. I'm in the living room. But yeah, so I don't feel like they want to do much after that. So I mean, I wanted. I understand the thought. I thought Van would be gone, but yeah, yeah. But you in their position, you want to trade for equal or greater value, man. They could have done better than Porter when they have two pending free agent. Yeah, I would like to see them. I would have loved to see them get something in return for him. I'm not gonna front, man. I would have loved for them to got something because you got a good chance. You got a good chance at getting something rather than walking away in free agency. And the reason why I say that because you're not gonna be able to pay everybody. But you know, yeah,
Oh, did you,
I'm doing it now. He is Van Vliet. Masai wanted Kaminga for OG and more. Yeah, so I read it was Kaminga, 3 firsts, and another player or two, and I thought that they might have priced themselves out of the market with that one. I'm just gonna be honest. Not I don't think no one was gonna do that. The price was high for OG, but that's mainly because he was probably the top level free agent. The thing now is, can the Raptors make a serious run? Can the Raptors make a serious run with what they got? And the question is, yeah. The answer to the question is yes, but at the same time, you still I don't know if you got enough to beat Boston, huh? I'm about to make a joke. But yeah, you can still make a trade. I want the Raptors to tank because they are still first round exit. I mean, I'm never a fan of tanking. I'm never a fan of tanking. That's just not my thing. I always believe in playing it out, giving everything you got. I understand, but how many people actually hit on these first round draft picks, man? Like that's the biggest thing. How many people actually hit on them? So I would never. I'm just not a big fan of tanking, And I understand who and what's out there right now, and he looked like he's the next one, but at the same time, man, look, we've said that a lot of times. So and so gonna be it, and it just don't pan out that way. So, hell, look at the Lakers. They number 2 pick was traded away and came back. So I get what you're saying about not wanting to tank, but they're stuck in the middle with Scotty Barnes. Well, I'm not saying this is the thing. I'm not saying I don't want them to tank. Well, I am saying that I don't want them to tank. But what I'm also saying is I feel like the Raptors are stuck. I feel like they're in this thing where it's like, man, if we don't want to rebuild, but are we really contenders? And I think it's hard to decide, man. It's hard for them to decide. And I think they got some decisions to make on that because it's like, all right, if you're not tanking and you're not on a rebuild, then you need to start trying to acquire pieces that's gonna move the needle. Do I think Pirtle moved the needle? Yeah, he moved the needle for a need in the center position. He moved the needle. But you ask me, and you need. I think one thing that the Raptors need that will really move the needle, man, is a genuine scorer. Someone that can literally create their own shots and just put so much pressure on the defense. I think that's key for them. That's really what they need. And the Raptors in general. They're a hard-nosed grit team, and I love that about them. That would make me fall in love with the team. But at the same time, man, I feel like they just need that one guy that you can write him in as a bucket because it makes life so much easier. Every time you watch a Raptors game, every shot looks like it's just extremely difficult. It's like if it's not a wide open three, that little bump thing that Siakam do, that's his go-to. So it's gonna be interesting, man, to see how they play this thing out. But I because you've seen this team, like it's not like you've seen a different team. You've seen this team finish number 4 in the East. You've seen that. The East just got weaker, first of all. So if you Masai, you're kind of looking at that. Like if we can get our stuff together, we added a legitimate center. If we can get our stuff together, man, we can be in the thick of things. And then it just comes down to a series. So that's how I think they're looking at it. If they believe in OG, I tell you what, this is a big stretch for OG post All-Star break because you're gonna find out what you really got. And if you think he's him and he turns out to be him, then you gonna really keep him as a cornerstone to what you're doing. If not, you're gonna look and his value is still high. You're gonna try to trade him. All right, so that's my take on the Raptors. I don't want to beat that to death. Y'all know we're gonna come back to them anyway because that's what we do. But the Phoenix Suns, man, I want to know: do you guys think the Phoenix Suns are legitimate title? They're like a shoe-in for a championship now. Okay, I won't say shoe-in because you still got Boston out there. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Yeah, I remember that, man. Yeah, me and the Miss was just talking about that, Chris. Me and the Miss was just talking about that. The whole D'Angelo Russell thing.
Yo, I'm not touching it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like I don't know, man. When it comes to doing for one, who gonna play defense? Now I get Kevin Durant can be a deterrent just by sizing and he can lock in a little bit. But other than that, who gonna really play defense for them? And I feel like you put 3 injury-prone players together. I'm not knocking it. I don't believe. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't believe in them, and I don't believe in the Mavs. I don't see them. I don't think neither one of them will win the chip. I'm not changing that. I know it looked good, but then we just go through this. Then we just go through let's get Kevin Durant and James Harden and Kyrie Irving together. How did that work out? And then we went through the whole, let's pair up LeBron, AD, and Westbrook. Boy, well, that was an epic failure. Then you did the Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. That didn't work out too well, and that wasn't really a super team type thing, but still. The thing is, I think what teams undervalue that go out and make these moves is the fact that it take chemistry. You gotta take chemistry. You gotta want it. It ain't a shoe-in, and I don't think this is gonna guarantee a championship. They lost. Great point, Eric. I agree with you 100%. They lost edge. They lost depth. They lost their best defense. Like so, I mean, after let's say KD, and then look at the people we're talking about. Devin Booker stay Nick. Chris Paul known to stay hurt. Kevin Durant has been hurt a lot. Like this can be this could turn out bad. Like I'm just being honest. Listen. I don't wish injuries on nobody. Let me just say that right now. I don't wish injuries on no one. I hope everybody stay upright and doing their thing. But at the same time, I'm just saying history has repeated itself a lot, especially when it comes to Chris Paul. You look at Chris Paul, he stays injured. Devin Booker, Nick. Kevin Durant injured right now. He's been battling injuries for a while now. I just really, I'm not. I just don't see it. Like right, like I don't see it. I know it look good on paper, but I don't see it. Now, are they going to be able to score the basketball? Yes. But at the same time, are they going to be able to play defense, and are they going to be able to stay healthy? Because we said the same thing about Brooklyn. Oh boy, who gonna stop them boys? Like they got James Harden and Kyrie, and oh my God, they can put up 140. Oh my God, it's just gonna be. And how that worked out? You know what I'm saying? Like how did that work out? Because when I look at Phoenix and I look at what they put together is good. First of all, the owner. First of all, look, I'm not a Phoenix fan, so we just get that out of the way now. But the owner, I'm gonna give him some props because he took over yesterday. Yeah, he officially was announced as the new owner yesterday afternoon. By this morning at 1:00, this deal was done. He came in and got to work, and that's exciting. That's exciting. I know for a lot of people, that's like, yo, like that's That's crazy. That's crazy. He came in and got to work, but sometimes that's that initial excitement, and you might want to do your research because you mortgage your future. You mortgage your future on at least two players that, like, you don't get better. Like Chris Paul, age 38, though. Like let's keep it real now. And then Kevin Durant and listen, they all healthy in the playoffs. And they get some type of defense from somewhere, they're gonna be dangerous. But I'm just not a buyer, right? Like if I'm looking at this stock, am I a buyer or a seller? I'll be selling. Do you remember D'Angelo recording? I know Lakers fans remember that, the whole scandal. Yeah, I remember that, Chris. I pointed out when you said that earlier, bro. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like, hey man, he was young. Well, he was a rookie, year 1, year 2, whatever. He was young. I don't put no stock in that, man. I think he violated everything within the man code. But other than that, man, I'm water under the bridge. I hope he do. I hope he do redeem himself, man. I really do. But the thing about it is, D'Angelo Russell, I think, fits with the Lakers. Let's talk about the Lakers trade because I don't want people to say I'm just sitting here bamming on the Hawk. I mean, on the somebody say Hawk, bamming on the Suns. But let's talk about the Lakers trade. So the Lakers gave up Russell Westbrook. Let's start right though. If you're a Russell Westbrook fan in here right now, come back later. You might not like this part of it, all right? But let me say this, and let me say that I like Russ. But I point out some things about Russ that really killed me. For one, he just didn't feel like he wanted to be there. Like it just, and then he had moments where it's like, yeah, and then it's always to me comes back to him, right? Like and when I say come back to him, like it's something he's doing. You know, your coach tell you, hey man, come out the game or whatever. You like, nope. Well, however that went, no. You arguing with your coach and your team. We've seen multiple times the teams, you know, hyping themselves up for a game ain't really work, but hyping themselves up for a game, Russ no part of it. It just they said it got real toxic, and the thing about it is, Russ is going to join the Clippers and just go nuts on the Lakers every opportunity. Yeah, okay, all right, cool. Clippers can have that. You know what? The Clippers should do that. Please do that, and watch how Kawhi Leonard becomes extremely frustrated. Anyway, I'll say this though, Russell Westbrook to me kind of like just it didn't work, and I don't want to bash the brother. It just, he's a great solo act. He'll go to a team that's not really doing nothing, and he'll make it interesting. You know, he'll get you hyped up. But far as being a team player, and him, first of all, let's stop. Because him accepting to come off the bench is big. But at the same time, it pretty much was told that what he was going to do. That's how it's coming out now. I don't know if that's true or not, but it comes out like he was pretty much told, hey, you coming off the bench, dog. All right, this is, you can come off the bench or come off the couch. Like that's, and it's the thing that killed me, and I'm gonna say this right now. The thing that killed me with Russell Westbrook, dog, is he always go after the people that believe in him. He trashed Frank Vogel at the exit interview. Trashed him. And Frank Vogel the one that fought against the whole organization to keep him in the starting lineup. You remember that? The old coach Frank Vogel? At the exit interview, the end of the year interview? Yeah, it was like they didn't, something about they didn't really believe in him. It's a lot of stuff. I can go back and relate it to you, but yeah, it was just, and then Darvin Ham was the one guy that sat here and like, no, Westbrook is our guy. We gonna ride with Russ. He may have to make some adjustment, but he's our guy. Believe in him. Rah. And then the coach tell him to do something, he don't do it. So cool. I think just by getting rid of Logical Raptor fan, what's popping, fam? I think just by getting rid of Russ, the team get better because this is the thing about Russ. Russ have the worst timing free turnovers. It's not that, even if he have like last night, I think he had 6. Every time the Lakers, not last night, was it? No, the record night. Every time the Lakers start to get some momentum, Russell have like the worst turnover. They don't even be close turnovers, dog. He averaged 2 missed layups a game. I didn't even know people could took stat of that. But how you average 2 missed layups a game? But then he tried. He's like, I don't know, man. Look, I wish him the best. I remember that Russell contract is being bought out and he's already being courted by the Clipper players. Okay, great. Go ahead, LA. Do that, please. Please do that. I would love to see Russell running your offense. Go ahead, there you go. That's what you should do. Do that. Come on, do it. Come on, do us a favor. Anyway, but yeah, maybe it'll work somewhere where it's not the Lakers. I don't know. But at the end of the day, man, that's it. Now let's keep talking about this trade. Eric, I agree. Lakers gained depth and what they needed. Raptors in the house. Shout out Escobar Cruz. But yeah, the Lakers got depth in shooting, and that's been LeBron's formula. Everywhere he's went, get him some shooting. Get LeBron some shooting, and let him do his thing. Well, we got to the Lakers. Lakers said, yeah, that's cool, dog, but we're gonna do something else. No, we know you won championships like that, but we're gonna do something else. We're not gonna get you shooting. Well, they try to get him shooting. Well, I guess you call KCP shooting cool. You had KCP that knocked down a 3 and whatever. But he was mainly a defensive player. I like KCP actually. To think that the Lakers gave up KCP, Kyle Kuzma, and something else for Russell Westbrook. The thought of that. Like anyway, I said I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, they got depth, they got shooting. I really like what they did, man. I think and listen, I know the West. You got listen. I'm be honest. Some teams got to make me a believer. The Denver Nuggets. I think they're number 1 right now in the East, in the West. I'm sorry, but you got to make me a believer. The Denver Nuggets got to make me a believer, man. I've seen this movie before. You know, they always play well. Standings. Let me look at the standings right now in the West. In the West, you got the Denver Nuggets. Memphis, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't believe in Memphis whatsoever. But the Memphis, Sacramento, do I think Sacramento going to stay number 3? No. Dallas, I think after that All-Star break, I'm doing good, Maurice. What's popping, man? I'm really disappointed Pat Riley made no trade. Yeah, that's true. The West playoffs are going to be crazy. Sticks, what's popping? No, I agree, bro. I agree 100%. I'm looking at the West. The Pelicans, I think the Pelicans is actually one of the better teams. Dallas, it's going to be tight, man. Like, this whole thing is going to be tight. The thing for the Lakers is just get in. It's just get in. Just get in. For the Lakers, they just got to get in the play-in. Get in the play-in, and then they can make some noise. Golden State, I'm never going to write Golden State off. I love the additions. Yeah, me too. Maurice, I agree with you, bro. I love those additions, too, because now you got kind of, you know what the Lakers did? They went away from names on the back of the jersey to actually players. Patrick Beverly, name on the back of the jersey. Russell Westbrook, no, not former MVP, shout out to him, but at this point in his career, name on the back of the jersey. They got away from all that. And they said, all right, let's go get what we need. Not what looks good, not this shiny little object out there to say we did something. They said, let's go get what we need. So I'm with you, man. I'm with you. The Clippers, it's funny to me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really believe the Clippers should be a lot higher. They're actually underperforming so far. I mean, the Clippers at their best healthy. That's the thing with them, is staying healthy. Minnesota, Golden State, I'm never going to count them out. That team there, I still got them up there, man. I got them as a potential coming out of the West. Because, listen, they can get right at any time, man. They got championship pedigree. Utah, Oklahoma, Phoenix now probably the default number 1, but you got to see how everything gel and when everybody get healthy. The Lakers just got to get in, man. It's just what the Lakers just got to get in, and then after that, they can move forward. Let me see. Westbrook going to be a Clipper. Watch him do well now. Hey, listen. You know what? You may be right, dog. You may be right. He may go there and do well, but it's just hard. He's him. He's Westbrook, and he's gonna be him, and he's gonna die on that sword, and that's who he is. And salute to him for being the way he is. But sometimes that don't relate to winning, man. When crazy like, man, I'll wait to see all these teams play now. The Clippers did a lot of weird trades today. They got a couple pieces though. I like. Let me see, because they was all over the place a little bit to me today. Let me look it up. Yeah, I love doing lives and then be able to research while I'm doing them because I'm not rushing because of my videos. Eric Gordon, Eric Gordon is a good pickup. Mason Plumlee is a solid, but I don't feel like that was a real need because they already had what's your boy name? They already had Zubac. So I don't know if that was a real need. But they did get Eric Gordon. I thought that was a good one. So we'll see, man.
Did you do your letter like I said to do? Huh? So let me see it. I thought you just give it to me when you're done.
Chris, I love your channel. Oh, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Reggie just available. Masai needs to sign. He's available. Nobody. They gonna buy him out. Russell definitely buy out. Ask LeBron for a lawyer to deal with Brett. Thank you.
Yeah, let me take a look at this.
All right. I tell you what, man. I think the West.
Not on this. A real sheet of paper.
The West is definitely.
Writing paper.
The West is definitely. We don't need Reggie Jackson. The West is definitely it's jam packed and it's going to get tighter. But it's going to come down to matchups in the playoffs. I'm going to tell you that. Far as the East, man, the East is going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Well, Boston, Milwaukee, 76ers, Cleveland, Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn about to go for a free fall. And they got a bunch of nice pieces. I just don't know where they go from there though. Like they got a bunch of nice pieces. We're going to be 30 without a Super Bowl. New York Knicks, Hawks, Bulls. So I'm not really seeing. Listen, if the Raptors can get their stuff together, man, they can make a huge run. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see what we got. If you're a Raptor, why would you want Reggie Jackson? He plays no defense. The East is wide open. We coming after the Cavs spot. Hey, that make me sound like a genius. Is it Boston and Milwaukee in the East Finals? They picked up Jay Crowder. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. I like that one for Milwaukee. Right now, popular consensus to tell you that is between Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly. That was popular consensus to say right now. But hey, once you in, man. Danny Green might be bought out as well after being traded. Grass isn't always greener. Hey, that's true. Guards like Caruso, McConnell from Indy is interesting two-way guys, shooting and defense in a sense. Caruso kind of. I mean, he was battling some injuries, but he's been kind of quiet. Like, is he still injured? I ain't heard nothing about him in a while. Hell, I ain't heard nothing about the Bulls in a while, honestly. Boston is gonna win it all. I hope not. I really hope not. Second round picks more important this year. Yeah, it's been a lot of moving of second round picks, man. Which tells me that teams are really valuing the first half of drafts now, and the rest they're just looking at like, we can get rid of those. First rounders are more important in today's game. Masai smart for not giving up though. Nicholas, yeah, I agree. We'll get to that on the football channel. Hey man, if you guys haven't checked out the football channel or subscribe, man, make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. Got a lot of content to put out over there. I ain't put out a video in a couple days, but go check that out for my football people. All right, man. Memphis did play Golden State tough. They did, man. They did. They definitely played them tough. But I just think that. I just think that Memphis, to me, Memphis is they're good, but sometimes I think they need to be humbled a little bit and just kind of relax. It's just a lot. They do a lot, man. Facts. 6 in the first on the table. The first on the table had to be next year. Sound like a name people be roasting. But I tell you what, man. After the All-Star break, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Grizzlies only talk, nothing more. Hey, it's for real, man. And listen, man. Hey, job people need to get to him, man. Somebody needs to sit Ja Morant down and say, hey, man, my man, you've made it. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. That one to me is bothering me because it's like it just don't make sense. Someone tweeted, they said something at Ja Morant like, Ja, you whipped or something right now with his girl or something, and he responded and say, a hollow point bullet is free or something like that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you've made it, bro. Don't be that guy. Don't be that story, cause that story will get written, man. That story will get written, man, and I don't want to see it written by somebody with so much talent. But stop, don't do that kind of stuff. Don't invite, because energy is real, karma is real, and when you put out a certain energy, the universe will give it back to you. Young man, please stop. Like, please, man, just if anyone can get to that young man and tell him stop. And obviously, he ain't got no real people in his corner, because someone probably put, hey, bro. Somebody supposed to put him, and his dad is so close. I'm like, yo, you got to rein that in a little bit, because you'll get yourself involved with people that's really living like that, and you trying to be there, and it's gonna cause you a lot. So I just hope that young man get it together. I don't want to see that. Serious question: better than Luka in the next 5 years? Who? Who better than Luka in the next 5 years? Y'all need to ask AB how those yes men worked out for him. It's sad, man. It's sad because I really believe that man is a generational type talent. But at the end of the day, you got to be smarter than that. Doesn't have enough vets to win. Well, I tell you what, you might be right on that. They kind of need that veteran leadership. I think in the locker room, like definitely in the locker room. But at the end of the day, man, you know what? They definitely got some talent. I like some of the things they're doing, man.
All right, but I'm gonna go on my website real quick.
Okay. His dunks are fun. Oh, they are 100%. 100%. But I tell you what, though, one of the things that I'm interested in after this trade deadline, man, is, and really after this All-Star break, is I'm gonna pay attention to see which teams really have the ability to like hit that next gear now. And I want to see the one thing that, okay, we gotta talk about this. I know we gotta talk about this. Anthony Davis was off in that last game. I don't know what the hell is going on with that man. But he was off. Obviously, we seen him celebrating for LeBron. It just, something was not right. And then you heard LeBron sit beside him and tell him, I love you. I just want you to know, man, I love you. Like, what was going on with AD at that point? Like, hopefully we figure it out, because he was not engaged in the game. He just seemed like he didn't even want to be there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's some internal thing going on with Anthony Davis, but to me that was alarming, and I'm interested to see the energy around the Lakers after this trade, because they bringing in some new talent, some fresh blood, but I really didn't like what I saw from your boy, man. Siakam might make the All-Star game, by the way. Okay. We'll have to get Scott Henderson and get that. But if the Raptors want to go to the playoff, it's cool as well. Okay, I had to see that. But it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be. It got good though. Just not interested in playing when offense does not go through him. Well, first of all, let's. I hope that's not the case because I think that night they were just trying to feed LeBron to get his shots off. But also I felt like in that at that time too, something either mentally or physically was going really good, really bad. Nobody else going to say it. I'll say it. No, Anthony Davis. No. Trust me, I said a lot. Anthony Davis he's a roller coaster. He's up and down. He's either hurt, not aggressive, or really aggressive, and only one of those work. Only one of those scenarios work, man. So the Clippers got Gordon, Bones, and Wall to the Rockets is funny. Warriors to get rid of Wiseman, that didn't work. I guess that just didn't work out. Bay go to the Hawks. Favre, Sue, Sharp, McAfee. What? I ain't even seen that yet. That's crazy. All right. That's crazy. We're going to see. But I mean, all in all, though, man, this has probably been one of the most hectic free agency periods that we've seen in a long time. I don't know, like, the Suns obviously shot themselves up ahead. I'm surprised we didn't try to bring DeMar back too. LOL. No, I don't think they won't. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they shopping him or not. Mel G, what's popping? Missing size up front with Wiseman is gone. Yeah, they kind of used to playing that way, right? Like for a long time, it'd be Looney. They still got Looney, and then they'll drop Draymond to the 5 sometimes. So, yeah. But man, all right. See the gangs in the house. But I tell you what though, if the Suns don't come out of the West, who y'all think it'll be? Must I say he will think about what to do with this team in the offseason, Chris. He'll think about what to do with it. What? What? I got Masai my guy, but if that's what he said, then I don't like that answer. I forgot what to do. Denver has a chance. Denver definitely has a chance. Warriors will win the West again. Warriors, okay. Dallas, okay. Warriors, okay. Mavs or Lakers coming out, okay. And Masai we trust, man. Brandon, what's popping, man? Brandon will keep me updated. Keep me updated on Instagram, man. Appreciate that. Lakers are a dark horse team. They are. They are a dark horse team. I think they're a much better team now. But at the end of the day, it still unfortunately rests on the shoulders of Anthony Davis. Which Anthony Davis you're gonna get? Your best video football was 2 weeks ago rant about 49. My sister. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. That video went crazy, man. Thank y'all. That was my highest viewed video I ever done, man. Appreciate it. Yo, Chris, did you ever see that show called Game of Zone? Game of Zone, the episode where they traded DeMar and Jakob for. No, I've seen it come up, but I've never actually watched it, man. If guys don't resign, he'll think what to do. Or if guys don't resign, he'll think what to do. I don't think the Lakers take at full string or the Suns. To be honest, hey, I can't argue with that, man. I can't argue with that. You know, at full strength, that'll be hard. That will be hard because I actually think New Orleans is kind of slept on. It's just about health for them. Lakers didn't really give up nothing to get those players. Jazz tripping. Well, they gave up. What did they give? They didn't really. Nah, you're right. They didn't really give up much, man. Well, they had their second round picks to play with, because they really cash strapped, for lack of better terms. But they didn't give up much. They gave up those seconds. They gave up their 20s. If they walk and don't win, they have nothing. Well, I think, and that's right. They did give up that 2027. But at the same time, once you commit to LeBron and say we're bringing him back, then you kind of say we got to go all in. Like you can't straddle the fence. And even though preferably everyone would have loved to get Kyrie, I thought they filled more holes. Now getting Kyrie is the ultimate, but they filled more holes in my opinion. Just it balled out. The Suns are and Reggie Jackson. Okay, that's a good one. The top 4 prospect is not a bad move. Top 4 protected. That was smart. I gotta give Rob. I've got to give Rob credit for that one, man. That was a good one. Cleveland Cavaliers are a good team. Nobody really talks about. I think what it is with Cleveland. I think people are trying to see if they for real. You know, the people are trying to see if they're for real. That's the big thing. Let me see, Drake. He was here for a long time, not a good time. Okay. Nets making the playoffs still, y'all tripping. Six, it's like I said, man, they still got a lot of good pieces. They don't have those core pieces. I'm not saying they out of the playoff picture because they got a lot of good pieces. They got a lot of pieces that, you know, shit, they got they got some shooting, they got some defense. They still got Claxton. If you live Jock Vaughn, you kind of probably happy right now. You like, whoo, look, man, I get a clean slate. I got a bunch of core pieces. I got draft picks. They added what's your boy from the Suns. They added Cam Johnson and they added the other guy, name slipping, but they got a lot of good pieces. I'm not saying they turned the bone, but you need at least Bridges. That's why I was talking Mikal Bridges. But you in that to get out of the East, I think they need that guy. But they got a really good team. Like they got a solid, legit across the board team, man. If Cleveland see Toronto's an OG about to give Mitchell nightmare for the rest of his. Hey, listen. I think OG give a lot of people nightmares. If I'm being honest, bro. You know, I think he give a lot of people nightmares. I want to see the 76ers in the playoffs now. Oh, they'll be in the playoffs. They'll be in there. And that's another team, man. Like the 76ers are good on paper. To me, I don't know if they can overcome. I just have not seen their two main players really show up and show out and put a team and like really carry a team in the playoffs. I gotta be honest, man. I'm just being honest. I've never seen it, so I gotta see it. 15-point total game. OG played on the floor. Hello. Nah, I remember those games. I think we was live for. I know one of them. No, both of them. We was live for them, so I definitely remember that, man. OG seemed to have his number. Legit question here. Okay. What's your legit question, Brendan? Devontae Mitchell is player I always like. Devontae Mitchell. You think the Sixers or the Raps in the playoffs? You take the Sixers or the Raps? I'm gonna take the Raps, but that's me. I'm gonna take the Raptors. And that's just me looking at it. If I'm looking at it head on, I'm literally gonna say they got the center that I really felt they needed. All right, like not that he's the best, but they plugged the big hole. But that's if the Raptors show up and play Raptors basketball. That's the key. Everybody got to show up. You know, Siakam is still in the red with me for not showing up at the beginning of that. You know, they steady Freddie was hurt. But yeah, I mean, have to be the losers when you get to move Vilcek and get something for. They did not move Vilcek and get something. They didn't really do nothing. I didn't really see them do much, right? They didn't do nothing. Did I miss something? The playoffs started today. It would be Mavs versus Sun first round. Who you got? Xavier, if everybody's healthy, I'm gonna take the Suns. I just think that's a little too much firepower. If everybody's healthy in that, I'm taking the Suns. Not gonna lie, Mitchell like a DeRozan in a way we know, like every way to beat that type of player. We saw it. Yeah, it's not gonna lie, we know. Pascal is Porter's best friend. He literally slept at his house. Hold on, guys. I gotta get my food on. I don't think Ben Simmons just motivated anymore, honestly. I really don't. I mean, Ben Simmons got an opportunity here, man. He got him, bro. Ben is not. Well, yeah, but he got an opportunity to say, hey, man, I got my own little team right here. I got my own. I could be. He defaultly got the ship right now. He can really make some noise. He can raise his start. He got a little quiet little thing. Is no hoopla around him no more. It ain't no pressure. He can just go out and ball. Why you feel bad for Ben Simmons, bro? Masai said he wanted to see how the roster performed with a bid 26 games to find out. Hey, Jakob was part of the bench mob with Fred and Pascal. Chemistry is off the charts. Hey, hopefully that chemistry can now work because I'm quite sure Jakob gonna be in the starting lineup now. So we'll see. Why was everyone trading away 5 second-round picks? Because nobody valued them. They bounced them around. About basketball, he makes all these videos of him shooting three, but won't shoot them in a game. I don't even know if those videos be real, man. He probably done doctored him some up. I don't know how much they value Terrence Mann. Like, at one point, I know they really, really had him high on their list. So I don't know if that would cause that deal to fall apart, man. I thought it, good deal. But Terrence Mann, shout out to the FLA, but it's about how they value him, man. Second round picks when movable, when the first rounders were not. Now I was watching some of it before I jumped on. He started off by saying that he didn't, it wasn't no real blockbuster deals to be made and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I think people have to understand, you got to look at it from the standpoint of which team was last year Toronto team, like that team, like them boys, like that's who they really are. If that's the case, and they just going through some funk and they can get it back right, then I think that's kind of how you're looking at it. In the 7th game, they lost 7 by 3 points. We're flipped 4 of those losses. All of a sudden, we're a dark horse contender. Now we have the easiest schedule, and we got our center. Look, hey, that's what I'm talking about, Sean. Let's look on the bright side. Let's look on the bright side, man. Yeah, exactly, Eric. They don't have a true number one, but they got a lot of good players. Really? I did not know that. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, Xavier, but that's a lot. Let me see who's trying to get the Lakers. Yeah, I keep. It's like y'all keep saying, man. I keep saying the Clippers. The Clippers keep popping up on here, bro. Bro, with Jack back, the Raptors can actually play aggressive defense without having to worry about covering. You know what? I like that because hopefully that minimize that constant chasing. It's them getting behind the 3-point line. You think the Raps could get Patrick Beverly on a buy? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm eating. I mean, yeah, they could get him on a buyout, but what value do you really feel he brings? I'm being honest. I watched Patrick Beverly. I don't know how much value he brings. I don't know how much value Patrick Beverly brings to a team like the Raptors. I love his energy, and I think he'll be a great locker room guy. But on the court, I don't know. I don't know what he brings. So you saying that you'll take Patrick Beverly over Malachi Flynn as a backup? Like I wouldn't do it because Patrick Beverly can't score. Like he may knock down 1 or 2 shots a game. And Graven, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? The missus made some fish and grits, bro. So I'm over here chowing down. I'm really hoping they get West Kemp back for the rest of the season. Ball energy. Okay. Not from a scoring perspective. Well, I mean, even from a defensive perspective, like it's a lot of hoopla. Like sometimes it work, but a lot of time it don't. Like it just when he do something, it's so over exaggerated a little bit to me. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't bring Pat to the Raps. Yeah, I didn't see a difference. Like I actually didn't want him in the game. When I watched him play a lot of time, I was like, why is he in the game right now? Like it sounds good, and he will make a defensive play every now and then, but it's not enough to move the needle, in my opinion. I think Memphis free falling from the number 2 spot. I can see that. The open spot could be a buyout. More likely, we convert Dalton or get Joe back or something similar. Yeah, now it's gonna be about the buyout market, man. You know who can, what you can find on the buyout market. I think. Oh, does T. Ross return home to where everything started for him? That's a big piece we could use. Oh man, what happened? Where's he at? There's been so much, so many trades and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. You think, I mean, I think at this point, it's about picking up someone that can move. Do you think he moved the needle or at least strengthen your bench, right? Yeah, that's what I meant. Back to Toronto, do we make it? Do we strengthen the team? Okay. I mean, depth is going to be important. Lakers might be in play too. I mean, I don't. He'd fill Otto Porter bench role we need. Ah, okay. Well, yeah. If he makes sense, he can make, and that move can happen. Then I'm all for it. But all I know, it's interesting to see Simmons play since. Yeah, it's gonna be Toronto over Lakers because East is weaker than West. But I think a decision like that, I don't think the money will be too far apart either. So I think he has a little bit more, probably a little bit more ties to Toronto anyway. He had the routes break 52. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Off the bench? Wow, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Before Steady Freddy broke it. But yeah, man, I think now DeMar had 53. Now I think that is teams kind of know what they got. Yeah, you might scour the buyout market, add a piece here, a piece too, but I don't think you adding people that's gonna really move the needle. You know what I'm saying, for a lot of teams. So I think at this point it's gonna be interesting to see how all this plays out. But what you got is what you got, baby. So ain't no more trades that's gonna come. Maybe some buyout people, but you gotta roll with what you're rolling with now, man. See if you can string some wins together and really push that thing forward, man. So yeah, I just wanted to come on, man, chop it up with you guys about the trade deadline. Got to finish my food and get back to the fam and get some work done. So, but I mean, I appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging with your boy for a little bit, man. I really appreciate you guys. And y'all know I'll be live again soon, man. So salute, love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping in real quick. Don't want to ruin your Thursday night. And when in doubt, just stand up.